and welcome here to more TALKFCB, and welcome back to the channel, guys. We have another debate coming up on the channel today, because we're going to be discussing the biggest debate of all. No, it's not Messi and Ronaldo, although kind of, that will come into it, but we are going to be discussing the brand new FIFA 22 ratings, which have been released over the past few days. These always cause a lot of discussion, and of course the big question is, have they got them right? It is all coming up, so let's get into it. Because FIFA have indeed released their top 22 players on the game. Each of those ratings have been released in detail ahead of October the 1st, which is when the new game will be on the shelves. And let's start with the best player on the game. Who's it going to be? It's Lionel Messi, who maintains his rating there of 93 overall in the game, exactly the same as last year. Of course, now he does have, sadly, a new club, but as you can see, the paces remain exactly the same, dribbling the same shooting, slightly down on the defending, same passing, and same physical. So Messi, very, very similar rating to last year, and I think, to be honest, that is pretty fair. Messi had, again, a consistently brilliant season at Barca. It's going to be interesting to see how he gets on at PSG, but he is the best player on the game there. But it's in number 2 where there's a surprise, because Lewandowski is now the second best player on the game. That has not happened for a long, long time. Usually it's always been Messi and Ronaldo there, 1 and 2, but now Lewandowski joins the party, and I've got to be honest, guys, can you really argue with that? The amount of goals that Lewandowski has been scoring, not only in the Bundesliga, but how prolific he's been in the Champions League. He gets an upgrade there from 91 to 92, with what has to be said, very, very similar stats overall. A slight increase there in passing and shooting, with physical, dribbling and pace all staying the same. Lewandowski getting a reward for his brilliant form. Then there is one of the very big talking points, like I say, because it's in 3rd where Cristiano Ronaldo is ranked in this game, because as you can see there, Ronaldo has received a downgrade from 92 to 91. He has suffered a little bit there on his pace. Shooting remains the same. Passing has increased. That is an interesting one, given the fact that maybe Cristiano's creative output has only been going down year after year after year. So passing there, a little bit surprising, that's gone up. Dribbling there has gone down, and physical has also gone down. And that's probably a little bit harsh, given how good we know Ronaldo is in terms of his physical level. But I think overall, that slight downgrade there for Cristiano, it was a tough season for him at Juventus. That's why he wanted to make the move in the summer. He's now got it to Man United, but he is still only the 3rd best player in the game. So now, guys, we have covered the top 3 players in the game. What we are going to do from here is go position by position, starting here with the forwards, working our way into midfield, defence, and then indeed the goalkeepers, to look at some comparisons and some comparative ratings to see whether FIFA have got it right. Starting here with the forward Mbappe, 91 rating this year. Unbelievable pace there. An increase there of 1 to 97. He's also got an increase in shooting, passing, dribbling, slightly down in defending. It seems like everybody has got worse at defending, particularly their forwards this year, and slightly up in his physical level. A big rating there for Mbappe of 91, and Neymar gets the same. And I almost feel as though FIFA there have sort of played the safe card when it comes to Mbappe and Neymar. They just put them there as the same rating, same as well as Cristiano. Of course, Neymar maintaining that rating. I think he's probably a little bit lucky, given the fact that last season, of course, he had injury problems. He maybe didn't play as much as he would have liked to have done for PSG. But there is still, of course, no denying that when Neymar is on the pitch, when he can show that quality, we are all very much aware of what he can do. So 91 as well for Neymar. And then as a comparison, Harry Kane has got a big upgrade from 88 to 90. And that's interesting there. Many people are saying maybe that could still be even higher. Of course, Kane had a brilliant season in the Premier League there. Goals and assists. That's really, really key. And that is really one area when you're looking at the stats. Yes, Kane here, brilliant shooting. I think pace is probably a little bit harsh. He's not the quickest player ever, but 70 pace seems still a bit harsh. But I think the passing, 83, that could certainly be higher, much like I said with Messi there. Kane, so good creatively, and that is a stat that I would certainly increase when it comes to him. But as you can see there, Neymar, Mbappe and Kane, 91, 91, and then 90. And indeed, as we continue to move through the forwards, you've got those 3 there as the highest rated. Then the next highest rated forward is Mohamed Salah. And this is another one for me me, that does seem harsh. I think 89 there for Salah, given the fact that last year he was 90, and I don't really understand why he's been downgraded. He was still very, very good. Even though Liverpool had their struggles last season, he was one of the players keeping them going with his goals. So 89 for me seems really, really harsh on Salah to be downgraded, and I would say the same for Benzema. His rating there stays the same as it was in FIFA 21. Still 89, still a very, very good rating, but as good as he was for Real Madrid last season. Again, carrying them, scoring the goals. It was all on him, basically, in their attack. So for me, that could definitely be higher, and especially when you're looking at Benzema. 81 passing, that for me is really, really way off the mark there when it comes to Benzema. There is, though, a big increase when it comes to Son. Of course, alongside Harry Kane, he enjoyed a brilliant, brilliant season. He's actually increased his rating there by 2 overall from last season. And I think you'd agree that is deserved with the form that he showed. But Sadio Mane, he did not enjoy the best of seasons last season at Liverpool. He's -1, which puts him on the same level there as Salah, which for me makes that even more harsh that Salah got downgraded. Then we move into midfield, where things do get very interesting indeed, starting with Kevin De Bruyne, who keeps his rating there of 91, the same rating that he had in FIFA 21. And of course, that's a reward for being consistently at the very top of his game. Another player that yet has suffered with injury problems, but a very, very big part of Man City getting to the final of last season's Champions League. And speaking of the Champions League, Angola Kante, he has there received a rating increase of 2, going from 88 to 90, and that is basically a reward there for the brilliant form that he showed in the semi-finals, in the finals, so good, covering all of that ground, and he has received a really, really well-deserved upgrade. Having said that, though, when you compare that rating to Joshua Kimmich, I think it's really harsh on him, because I think they're 89 for Kimmich, as good as he is, and he really is a top player there for Bayern. I think his card should be so balanced. He can do everything going forward. He's even started to chip in with goals. He gets assists as well. He's brilliant from set pieces, and of course not only for Bayern, but also for Germany. So for me there, Kimmich should be higher than 89, and Casemiro keeps the same rating from last year, 89, very, very solid all round. Of course more focused on defending, although he's another player who can chip in now and then with a goal or two. When it comes to defenders, though, I did say that when it comes to defending, EA seem to be sort of downgrading everyone, and also somebody who's following that pattern is the only defender here in the top 22 players. It's Virgil van Dyke. And I have to say here, again, it seems harsh to me. On FIFA 21, Van Dyke there, as you can see, was rated 90. This time around, 89. And I think, yes, of course, you could say that he spent, most of last season on the sidelines with injury, but that wasn't his fault. It didn't mean that he was any worse of a player. And I think especially when you look at this season, he's come back and he just slotted back in. Liverpool looks so much better with him in the team. He's defending as well as he always has done. So I do think that downgrade on the side of Van Dijk is harsh. But if we do look now at the goalkeepers, and this is a really, really interesting topic of discussion, because in here, there's a few interesting ratings. Starting first with Jan Oblak, 91 rated player on the game, same as last year. I think that's a credit to him. I think it's deserved. He is always consistent for Atletico Madrid, a vital part of their team. Neuer, 90, the same rating that he had last season. Again, you could probably argue that is fair enough, given the fact that he, of course, is already at such a high level. Maybe you could argue that it could be 91 with Oblak, but 90 is where Manuel Neuer stands right now. And here comes the controversial one, and it does happen to be a Barca player, because Marc-Andre ter Stegen has kept the same rating as the previous year, 90 as well. So he is there, the same rating as Neuer, one lower than Jan Oblak. And if we just throw up here some of the others for comparison, Donnarumma has got a huge increase there of 4 ratings to 89. He had a brilliant season, of course, at Milan, and even more so at the Euros with Italy. Alisson has actually been downgraded by 1. He is on 89. Courtois is also on 89. And then Ederson has got a +1 increase to move up to 89 too. So as you can see there, ter Stegen rated above Donnarumma, above Alisson, above Courtois, and above Ederson. Now, if you're asking me at their absolute peak, at their best level, then I would agree. Ter Stegen, for me, when he's at his best, when he's shown his best quality in the past, he's right up there with the very best, with the very, very best goalkeepers in the world. However, if you're asking me about the past season or so, I would probably say he's very, very lucky to still be on 90. I think there, when you're looking at Courtois, he had a brilliant season last time out for Real Madrid. Probably, you could say that he could be higher. I think Alisson, Ederson there, they would be pushing and knocking on the door of 90. And especially Donnarumma, if he follows up his brilliant campaign last time around, I'm sure that will only rise higher and higher as the years go on. So I do think Ter Stegen there. Of course, he's got the potential to be that rating. Of course, at his best, he's definitely worthy of that. But we haven't seen that level from him. We want to. We really, really do. But my personal opinion is that he probably is very fortunate. So indeed, guys, when it comes to FIFA 22, that is a little bit there of discussion for you guys. These are the top 22 players of the brand new game. And please do let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What do you think there of the top three? Messi, Lewandowski, then Ronaldo. Do you agree with that order? Would you change anything there? And what do you think there when we're going position by position? Did FIFA get things right? Did they do what they usually do and make a few mistakes, a few inaccuracies along the way? Please do let me know all of your thoughts on these highest ratings. And if you would like me to do a video when all of the Barca ratings have been released, let me know down below. I can do that for you if you would like to see it. I will see you soon indeed, guys, with more videos to come, both here and on the main channel. But until next time, as always, Visca El Barça!